Unit conversion. Problem. Jerome wanted to go to the plaza for the night parade. Jerome needed to walk at least 1,000 meters to finally watch the parade at the plaza. But his friend Vince wanted to go too, but he's 2,500 meters away from the plaza. Who has the farthest distance among them from the plaza? Answer should be at kilometers. So, ito yung mga given. Jerome, 1,000 meters. Vince, 2,500 meters. And our objective is convert into kilometers and find who's the farthest among them. So, first, kay Jerome muna, which needed to walk at least 1,000 meters. And gagawin natin is i-convert natin siya in kilometers. At ito yung gagawin natin. 1,000 meters multiplied by 1 kilometer divided by 1,000 meters. So, yung kilometer is nasa taas kasi yun yung kailangan nating unit. Kaya siya nasa taas. So, i-multiply natin and divide, and yung answer is 1 kilometer. Next, kay Vince, which has 2,500 meters. Same lang sa solution kanina. Multiplied by 1 kilometer and divided by 1,000 meters is equal to 2.5 kilometer. And our overall answer is 1 kilometer and 2.5 kilometer. And ating conclusion is Vince has the farthest distance from the plaza than Jerome. Vectors. Problem. Todoroki loves to drive his brand new car and wander around this time. Todoroki wanted to know how far from his house and to the 7-Eleven convenience store. He drives 400 meters east from his house, 100 meters north, finally outside from the subdivision, then lastly to the 500 meters west, and finally Todoroki reached his destination. What is the magnitude of the overall displacement of Todoroki? So this is the given direction that Todoroki went: 400 meters east, 100 meters north, 500 meters west. And we will write the vectors, which is 400 meters east plus 100 meters north plus 500 meters west. And 400 meters east is shown in blue, 100 meters north shown in yellow, 500 meters west shown in green, and our resultant is shown in red. And our overall distance is 1,000 meters na pinag-plus lang natin ng lahat ng mga direction. And next is, ito naman yung hanapin natin ng x and y component natin. So, yung x component is yung mga horizontal lang, which is yung east and west. And meron tayong east and west, which is yung 400 meters and 500 meters. So, first, kay x component. Yung total is 100 meters west. Bakit? Kasi east is positive and west is negative. So, overall is 100 meters west. And sa y component, nag-iisa lang yung given natin sa y component. So, yun na rin is 100 meters north. And shown in red ulit ang ating resultant. Tapos, solution. Ang Pythagorean theorem ang gagamitin natin, which is square root natin yung mga given ng x and y component. 100 meters squared. 100 meters squared is equal to 10,000 meters. Both. Pagpa-plus natin, magiging 2,000 meters. And square root. Square root natin para yung r squared magiging r na lang. And then, ito na. Yung resultant is 141.42 meters. Tapos hahanapin naman natin ang direction. Gagamitin natin yung formula ng mga SOHCAHTOA, and yung TOA ang gagamitin natin kasi ito yung hanapin natin yung angle. So, opposite and adjacent, gagawin natin is divide natin yung 100 meters divided by 100 meters. Magiging 1, and then, gagawin natin is inverse tangent multiplied by 1. Yan, and our total angle is 45 degrees. At ito ang answer ng ating problem. Resultant 141.42 meters, and our angle is 45 degrees west of north, or 135 degrees counterclockwise. Motion in one dimension. First is titingnan muna natin yung mga formula na gagamitin natin sa ating mga problem. And then, ito yung mga meaning ng mga symbol is final velocity, initial velocity, time in seconds, distance, acceleration, and gravity. Yung gravity is gagamitin lang natin siya in free fall situation. Yung acceleration is yung mga pang-horizontal lang. And our first problem is, a tennis ball was dropped from the top of the building, and it took 4.21 seconds to reach the ground floor. Determine the depth of the building. So our given is time, which is 4.21 seconds. Initial velocity is equal to 0 meter per seconds. Bakit merong initial velocity pero wala naman sa problem na nakalagay? Yung initial velocity is nasa situation niya. So, ang sabi sa problem is drop. So, binitawan. So, yung initial velocity niya is 0 meter per seconds. Kapag may scenario, may binato ka pataas, yung 0 meter per seconds naman is yung final velocity. And then, as I said earlier, yung gravity is mga free fall situation gagamitin. So, present siya. And then, yung formula natin is final velocity is equal to initial velocity multiplied by time plus 1/2 multiplied by acceleration multiplied by time squared. First is, isa-substitute natin ang mga given. Yan. And then, itong 0 meter per second squared and 4.21 seconds is cancel na to kasi 0 to. So, ito lang isi-solve natin. 1/2 multiplied by negative 9.8 meter per second squared is negative 4.9 meter per second squared. And then yung square ng 4.21 seconds is 17.7 seconds squared. So, i-multiply natin to para mahanap natin yung distance or yung final velocity. Pwede kasi either yan eh. Is distance or final velocity. And then yung distance is negative 86.73 meters. So, tatanggalin natin yung negative kasi wala namang negative na distance. And then, two significant figures kasi negative 4.9 is dalawa lang siya rather than 17.7 is tatlo. So, ito yung susundan natin. Two significant figures. And our final answer is 87 meters yung distance. So, second problem. He was once recorded that a runner left skid marks that were 270 meters in distance, assuming that the runner slipped to a stop with a constant acceleration of negative 2.80 meter per second squared. Determine the speed of the runner before it began to skid. And then yung given is distance, which is 270 meters, acceleration, negative 2.80 meter per second squared, and yung final velocity natin, which is yung 0 meter per second squared. And then yung formula gagamitin natin is final velocity squared, initial velocity squared, plus 2 multiplied by acceleration, and multiplied by distance. And substitute ang mga given, 0 meter per second squared is equal to initial velocity squared plus 2 At yung acceleration natin, negative 2.80 meter per second squared multiplied by 270 meters. And then, ito yung sagot. Nagiging 0 meter squared per second squared. And then yung initial velocity. And ito yung total ng tatlo. Is negative 1,512 meter squared per second squared. And then ang gagawin natin is cancel kasi zero value lang naman to. And move. Move natin to. And then yung gagawin natin na naging positive na siya is square root. Square root natin and yung sagot is 38.88 meter per second squared at ito ang ating initial velocity. Newton's law. William used a hanging mass and a pulley system to exert a 3.16 Newton rightward force on a 0.400 kg box to rush it across a low friction track. If the total resistance force to the motion of the box is 0.61 newtons, then what is the box acceleration? So, gagawin natin is magagawa tayo ng free body diagram and then yung given is 3.26 newtons rightward force. So, ito yun. Ito. So, ito yung maging rightward force natin. Ito ang ating applied force. And then, nabanggit din ang friction force, which is 0.61 newtons. And then, ang hahanapin natin is gravity force. At ito yung formula ng gravity force natin. Mass multiplied by gravity. And yung mass is nabanggit kanina, which is 0.400 kilogram. And then, yung gravity is alam na natin yan na ito yung gravity ng Earth. 9.8 meter per second squared. So, i-multiply natin yan. At ang sagot is 3.92 newtons. So, tandaan natin ang gravity force and normal force is equal. So, ito yung sagot. Gravity force is equal to 3.92 newtons and also normal force 3.92 newtons. So, ganito na magiging itsura ng free body diagram natin. And hanapin naman natin ang ating Fnet. Ang Fnet is applied force minus friction force. Ang applied force is 3.26 newtons minus friction force 0.61 newtons and ang ating net force is 2.65 newtons rightward. Rightward kasi ayun yung mas greater sa dalawang forces. So, acceleration naman. Ang formula for acceleration is equal to Fnet divided by mass. So, given natong dalawa na to, 2.65 newtons divided by 0.400 kilogram is equal to 6.63 meter per second squared. And ito ang ating acceleration.